students, welcome to another lesson for English language. I am Madam Gan. This lesson is for Form 5 students. It is based on the textbook download. The theme is People and Culture. It is Unit 8 and the topic is A Hard Day's Work. Let's look at the main skills. We have reading 3.1.2. Understand specific details and information in extended text on a wide range of familiar topics and some unfamiliar topics. Then we have reading 3.1.4. Use independently a range of familiar print and digital resources and some unfamiliar resources to check meaning and extend understanding. And listening 1.1.3. Recognize independently attitudes and or opinions in extended text on a wide range of familiar topics and some unfamiliar topics. Next, complementary skills. Reading 3.1.6. Recognize with little or no support typical features at word, sentence, and text levels of a wide range of genres. Reading 3.1.3. Guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by other words and by context on a wide range of familiar topics and some unfamiliar topics. And listening 1.1.1. Understand independently the main ideas in extended text on a wide range of familiar topics and some unfamiliar topics. Dear students, let's begin by answering this question. Which jobs in the UK have more women than men? Write W for woman and M for men. So teacher, what's the answer? There are more? Yes, women, member of parliament, men, journalist, woman or women, engineer, men, laboratory technician, women, librarian, women, judge, men, author, women. Now look at these jobs. How are they similar and how are they different? So you have librarian and author. Is there any job you would absolutely refuse to do? Which job? Next, you're going to watch this short video about an unusual job. How long has Matt been doing this job? Let's begin our first lesson. The first lesson is on reading. So for reading, let's look at our exercises. First, we have this question. What do you think would be a fun job? What qualifications and experience would you need to do the job? Read the text quickly. What are Richard Dunk's qualifications and previous work experience? So the answer, he has a diploma in tourism and travel. And also, his previous work experience was entertainment manager at resorts in the Mediterranean.
Unit 8. Reading. A.
Richard Dunk must have the most enjoyable job ever. He spends his working hours testing water slides. Richard's employer is Best Choice, a company with holiday resorts in all four corners of the world. Ability to check the height of the slides, the speed as I go down, the amount of water in the slides, and the way I land in the pool at the end. All these elements are like a secret recipe. If the slides aren't exciting, no one will want to stay at the resorts. But more importantly, they must be safe, said Richard. Must be safe, said Richard. He was recruited 6 months ago to help them make improvements to their facilities, including the slides. Since then, he has tested slides in Greece, Spain, Malta, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic. What does he think about his job? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Who knew such jobs existed?
B.
Best Choice Malta, your destination for fun. For the most thrilling slides and splashes, head to Best Choice Malta, the best family-friendly resort. Scream as loud as you can as you shoot down the scary monster slide. Either fall down the completely dark black tunnel. All of our slides have been tested for safety and maximum fun by experts. 1 week Malta, flights included. Adults, £549. Children 2 to 12 years, £280. For more information, check out our website www.bestchoiceholidays.com.uk.
C.
George Williamson, Best Choice, 127 Hampton Street, Pinchley. Dear Mr. Williamson, I am writing to apply for the position of Lifestyle Product Development Manager advertised in the Daily Times, as I am enclosing a completed job application, my CV and 3 references. I believe that my diploma in travel and tourism, as well as my considerable work experience, will make me a very good candidate for this position. Please see my CV for additional information regarding my experience. I can be reached anytime via email at richard.dunk@email.com and on 07433 246 357. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to speaking with you about this employment opportunity at your earliest convenience. Yours sincerely, Richard Dunk.
D. From George Williamson. Subject: Product Development Position. Hi, Mary. As you know, last Friday was the closing date for applications. John and I have gone through them all. It was a mixed bag of applicants. Some had no experience or qualifications at all, but were hoping for the best. Others were overqualified. However, there are 2 candidates who we believe stand out from the rest. The first one is Richard Dunk. He's worked as an entertainment manager at various resorts in the Mediterranean and really seems to understand the concept of a fun family holiday. The other candidate is Erica Martin. She's younger than Richard and has less work experience, but she does have impressive qualifications in marketing. I've attached their CVs for you. If you also think they're suitable, let me know and I'll arrange for interviews ASAP. Cheers, George.
Dear students, use the information in the text to answer the questions. The 4 short connected sections are taken from different kinds of text. Each text has a style of its own. Learn to recognize the different texts as this will help you to answer the questions about them. Which text types are used in this task? So let's look at the question. Question 1 and 2 refer to section A. Why is Richard testing water slides? A. Because it is enjoyable. B. To attract clients to the resorts. C. To make them the safest in the world. D. Because you would like to become an expert. So answer is B. Number 2. Why are the elements of a slide compared to a recipe? A. Not everyone knows how to make them. B. Both require a lot of time to make. C. Because secret recipes are exciting. D. Both need the right amount of ingredients. Answer is D. For question 3, it refers to section B. What is true about Best Choice Holidays? A. Teenagers pay as much as parents. B. It costs extra to fly to Malta. C. They are only available in May. D. Malta is the cheapest destination. Answer is A. Question 4 and 5 refer to section C. What has George Williamson received? Answer A. An attachment. B. A phone call. C. A letter. D. An email. So the answer is a letter. Number 5. Why does Richard think he is suitable for the job? A. His 3 References are very good. B. He has enclosed everything he was asked to send. C. He has relevant qualifications and work history. D. He can be easily reached for more information. Answer is C. Question 6 refers to section D. What would George like Mary to do? A. Look at all the applications. B. Choose one of the two candidates. C. Decide if experience is better than qualifications. D. See if she agrees with him. Answer is D. Questions 7 and 8 refer to sections A, B, C, and D. Which sections mention employment? Section A, C, D, Section A, B, C, Section B, C, D, all sections. Answer is A. What is probably true about the job? A. Most days aren't very exciting. B. It involves more than having fun. C. Few people would be interested in it. D. It is suitable for anyone. So the answer is B. Now for exercise 4, complete the sentences with the correct form of these words. So here you have apply, impress, qualify, refer, responsible, and work. So number 1, I have a part-time job and the hours are 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Answer is working hours. So number 2, unfortunately, none of the job did well at the interviews. So answer is applicants. Number 3, without the right university, you won't be able to find a good job. Answer is qualifications. Number 4, whose is it to keep the shop clean and tidy? So whose responsibility? Number 5, we would like you to provide a or an from your last employer. Answer is reference. Number 6, the most candidate of all had degrees from Harvard and Oxford. So the most impressive. For task 5, you have to work with a partner and make up an unusual job. Give it a name and write a job description outlining what the job involves. Then write down what qualifications and or experience would be necessary for the position. Now let's look at the unusual jobs that pay well. This is according to Wikijob. So here are the 10 unusual jobs. Sewer flusher, costume character actor, chief listening officer, embalmer, food taster, body part model, professional mourner, professional queuer, golf ball diver, and portable toilet delivery driver. So, which one do you think is interesting to do as a job? Let's continue with the next lesson. This is on vocabulary. For vocabulary, label the pictures. Some of the letters are given to help you. Number 1 is a travel agent. Number 2, lawyer. Number 3, soldier. Number 4, librarian. Number 5, politician. Number 6, accountant. And number 7, electrician. Number 8, technician. Now complete the definitions that tell us what jobs can be like with these words. So you have dead end, exhausting, full-time, manual, part-time, satisfying, stressful, and well-paid. A job that leaves you feeling very tired all the time. So answer is exhausting. A end job is one where you work about 40 hours every week. Answer is a full-time job. Number 3, a job that causes you to be worried and anxious all the time. Answer is stressful. A end job is one where there is little or no chance for you to progress? Answer is dead end. Number 5, a job that is one where you get lots of money for what you do. Answer is well paid. 6, a end job is one where you only work for a part of each day or week. Answer is part-time. Number 7, a job where you do work is one where you use your hands and physical strength. Answer is manual. Number 8, a end job makes you feel pleased and happy because you are doing something you like. Answer number 8 is satisfying. Dear students, for task number 3, which adjectives in 2 could be used to describe the jobs in 1? Sometimes more than one answer is possible, so try to choose your answers. Then for exercise 4, choose the correct answers. When you apply for a job, you make a request to get it or are given some money to do it. Answer is A, make a request to get it. Number 2, when you interview someone, you answer questions about yourself or ask somebody questions about themselves. Answer is ask somebody questions about themselves. Number 3, when you lose your job, you keep on doing it or stop doing it. Answer is stop doing it. If you get fired from the job, you must have been very good at it or must have done something wrong. So answer is B, must have done something wrong. If you retire from a job, you are probably around 60 to 65 years old or are probably still a teenager. So answer is are probably around 60 to 65. If you quit a job, you must have found it satisfying or you might have found it too stressful or difficult. So answer is B. If someone hires you, they give you a job or tell you about a job. So answer is A, give you a job. When you earn a salary, you get money or waste money. So answer is get money. Now let's look at the vocabulary for commonly confused words. Complete the pairs of sentences with the words in bold. Pensions and benefits. My grandparents are both retired. They find it difficult living on their monthly pensions. I'm very fortunate. I get a good salary as well as benefits such as medical insurance and a company car. Number 2, you have wage and salary. My boss has increased my salary. Now I earn a lot more each month. The minimum wage is the smallest amount of money an employer can legally pay an employee. Number 3, bonus and perk. Free theatre tickets is a perk of this job that I really appreciate. If we do a good job each month, our boss gives us all a bonus of €100. Number 4, career and job. Joe's just been fired, so he's out looking for a job at the moment. Choosing a career in business was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Next, we have 2 words, qualifications and qualities. Peter has got great qualifications. He has got a degree and 5 years work experience. The qualities that we are looking for in a successful candidate include self-confidence. And the last we have number 6, advice or advice. Spell with CE or SE. So CE is a noun and SE is a verb. If you want the job, I advise you to be polite when you are being interviewed. Let me give you some advice, Joanne. If you don't work hard, you'll never get anywhere. Now let's look at word formation. Complete the table. Here we have 2 columns, one for noun and one for adjective. So let's look at ambitious. The noun is ambition. Envious, the noun is envy. Wealthy, the noun is wealth. And we have the noun determination. So the adjective is determined. And then we have noun. We have adjective, secretive, noun is secret. Brave, noun is bravery. Dear students, now complete the sentences with some of the words from 2. Congratulations on your marriage. We wish you health, wealth and happiness. Gina is envious of her sister Marla because Marla earns a better salary than she does. Don't be so secretive. Tell me what the boss said. I won't tell anyone, I promise. I was born poor, but I was always determined to do well and I succeeded. Our soldiers showed great bravery. They were never afraid to risk their lives for their country. Tony's ambition in life is to become a doctor and help sick children. Now let's look at collocations and expressions. Number 4, cross out the word which cannot be used with the verb in bold. We have an interview, have a good decision, have a career. So the one which is wrong is a good decision. Number 2, be a contract, be a failure, be a success. So the wrong one is a contract. C. Number 3, make a profit, make a fortune, make a promotion. So the wrong one is a promotion. Number 4, own a company, own overtime, own possessions. So the wrong answer is overtime. Win time off, win support, win respect. So the wrong answer is time off. Do a job offer, do work experience. So the wrong answer is do a job offer. Next, number 5, which verbs go with the words you cross out in 4? Sometimes more than one answer is possible. Make or be, have, win or sign, get, do, and then we have take or ask for, and the last one, have, make or accept. Dear students, let's continue with grammar lesson. Here for the first grammar, we have conditionals, 0, first, second, and third. Read about conditionals. So we have 0 conditionals. We use the 0 conditional to talk about things that are always or generally true. If, when you go to a job interview, they ask you questions. My boss is not pleased if or when I get to work late. Let's look at the first conditionals. We use the first conditional to talk about something that is possible now or in the future. If they hire you for the position, you will earn a great salary. If you don't like working here, quit. If you enjoy traveling, you might like to apply for the travel agent's position. And we have the second conditional. You use the second conditional to talk about something that is impossible or unlikely in the present or the future. We also use it to give advice, usually with if I were you. If I want a lot of money, I would retire from my job. If I were you, I wouldn't hire Mr. Jones. He was rude. If you didn't have a stressful job, you could relax more. And the third conditional. We use the third conditional to talk about things in the past that were possible but didn't happen. I wouldn't have lost my job if I hadn't been late every morning. If I had known about the job, I could have told you about it. Now read the sentences A to C. Which one expresses something that is always or generally true? Number 2 is unlikely in the present or the future. And number 3 was possible in the past but didn't happen. So A, I give everybody a better salary. if they let me control the business. B. If you steal from a company, you get fired. If she had applied for the job, she would have got it. So do remember, read 8.1 to 8.4 of the grammar reference before you do the task. Let's get the answers. Which one or which of the sentences express something that is always or generally true? The answer is B. If you steal from a company, you get fired. 2. Is unlikely in the present or the future. Answer is A. I'll give everybody or everyone a better salary if they let me control the business. And the last one, which express something that was possible in the past but didn't happen. So the answer is C. If she had applied for the job, she would have got it. So this is a sentence that expresses something that was possible in the past but didn't happen. Dear students, for exercise 3, complete the text with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Interview advice. If you want to earn money, you will need a job. If you need a job, you will have to apply for one. If you apply for one, you might get an interview. Interviews can be difficult, but if you are prepared, you won't have any problem showing the interviewer that you are the right person for the job. If you are interested, read these helpful hints and tips. Number 1, when you want to get better at something, you practice. If I were applying for a job, I would practice answering interview questions long before I went to the actual interview. If your interviewer asks you what you knew about the company, would you be ready? If I were you, I'll do research and have a list of questions prepared to ask them too. If you do, it will show that you are really interested or you're truly interested in getting the job. If you walked into an interview wearing casual clothes and your interviewer was in a smart suit, you'll feel silly and you probably would not get the job. Always dress for success. If you look successful, you will have a better chance of being hired. Dear students, now write a conditional sentence in your notebook for each situation below. Number 1, Frank worked late, so he didn't come to the gym with me. So for this sentence, you can write, if Frank had not worked late, he would have come to the gym with me. Number 2, I have to finish this report by 5 o'clock. I can't finish it without your help. You can write, if I am to finish this report by 5 o'clock, I would need your help. Number 3, Mary had an interview, but she didn't do well because she was so nervous. If Mary was not so nervous, she would have done well in the interview. Number 4, your colleagues don't cooperate with you, so you complain to your employer. Sentence, if your colleagues don't cooperate with you, you should complain to your employer. Number 5, we didn't listen to the boss. We did a poor job on the project. If we had listened to the boss, we wouldn't have done a poor job on the project. There are other conditional sentences that you can write. So try to write all the 5 situations in your notebook. Let's look at the next grammar. Grammar 2, conditionals, mixed conditionals. Read about mixed conditionals. A mixed conditional is where the clauses in the conditional sentence refer to different times. We can use a mixed conditional to express the present result of a hypothetical past event or situation. If I hadn't missed the bus, I would be at work now. So it means that I missed the bus, so I'm not at work yet. Read this sentence. Which tenses does it use? Did Nick shout at his boss? Is he a manager now? If Nick hadn't shouted at his boss, he would be a manager now. So it uses the past perfect simple and would plus bare infinitive. Because you have here the word be, so would be. Yes, he did shout at his boss. Is he a manager now? No, he isn't a manager now. For exercise 3, choose the correct answers to complete the mixed conditional sentences. If Maria hadn't lost her job, A, she wouldn't have felt so bad right now. She wouldn't feel so bad right now. So answer is B. She wouldn't feel so bad right now. Number 2, if Nia hadn't gossiped about her colleagues, A, they would still like her. B, they would have still liked her. Answer is they would still like her. Number 3, if I had taken the job at the travel agents, A, I would be in Greece right now. B, I would have been in Greece right now. So answer is A, I would be in Greece right now. Number 4, Todd would be wealthy if he hadn't given away all his money, or if he hasn't given away all his money. So answer is A, if he hadn't given away all his money. Number 5, if we had had an interest in technology, A, we will have careers as technician. We would have careers as technician. So answer is B, we would have careers as technicians. For exercise 4, you have to complete the mixed conditional sentences. The candidate wore dirty jeans to his interview, so he doesn't work here now. If the candidate hadn't worn dirty jeans to his interview, he would work here now. Her boss gave her a company car, so she doesn't have to take the bus every day. If her boss hadn't given her a company car, she would take the bus every day. We didn't go to the meeting, so we don't know about the new pension plan. If we had gone to the meeting, we would know about the new pension plan. We save enough money so we are able to set up our own business. If we hadn't saved enough money, we wouldn't be able to set up our own business. My boss didn't take me to Europe with her, so I'm here in the office today. If my boss had taken me to Europe with her, I wouldn't be here in the office today. They didn't buy the business, so they aren't wealthy now. If they had bought the business, they would be wealthy now. I was late for work again, so Mr. Baines is angry with me. If I hadn't been late for work again, Mr. Bain wouldn't be angry with me. She accepted the job offer, so she works here now. If she hadn't accepted the job offer, she wouldn't work here now. Dear students, now let's move on to the listening lesson. For the listening lesson, sometimes we use different adjectives from the same noun to describe different things. In the sentences below, write the correct adjective formed from the same noun to describe the person. In one sentence, the two adjectives are the same. Satisfaction. If a woman's job is satisfying, we can say that she is satisfied with her job. Stress. If a man's job is stressful, we can say that he is stressed at work. Exhaustion. If your job is exhausting, you are probably exhausted when you get home. Envy. If someone's job is enviable, other people are envious of it. Responsibility. If a woman has a responsible job, She needs to be a very responsible person.
Unit 8. Listening. Exercise 2. Speaker 1.
I can't believe I missed my big chance. I wish I'd tried harder.
Speaker 2.
What a day. I've got no energy left at all. Thank goodness it's the weekend.
Speaker 3.
I'm determined to work hard and be a success in my chosen career.
Speaker 4.
I'm happy in my job. It's hard work, but it's worth it for the benefits we get.
Speaker 5.
I know I'll do well at the interview because I've got the qualifications and the experience.
Now let's look at the answers. You have to match the speakers to the feelings. Speaker 1 is regretful. Speaker 2 is exhausted. Speaker 3 is ambitious. Speaker 4 is satisfied. And speaker 5 is confident.
Exercise 3. 1. You hear a man talking about his situation.
I wish I'd studied harder at school. If I'd passed my exams and gone to university, I'd probably have a well-paid and satisfying job by now. Instead, I'm unemployed and struggling to pay the bills. I hope that things will get better, but I can't say I feel very optimistic. People say that if you're really determined to make changes in your life, you can achieve amazing things. And they say that it's not too late to go back to college and try again, but I'm not so sure. I doubt I'd be any better the second time round, to be honest.
2. You hear two people talking about a job interview.
Hey, congratulations! I hear you've got an interview with that law firm.
Thanks, yes. I'm not very confident of getting the job, though.
Why not? You've got all the qualifications, haven't you? It's perfect for you. Are you worried that you won't answer the interviewer's questions well enough?
Well, that's never easy, but I've had plenty of practice and feel quite confident about that. I just get the feeling that they're looking for someone who's been doing the job for several years. I'm fairly new to it, and that's not going to work in my favour.
I'm sure you'll be great in the interview and they'll realise you'll do a fantastic job. Don't worry.
3. You hear a woman talking.
I decided to retire from my job last year because I wanted to spend more time with my grandchildren before they grow up. I can't say I was sorry to say goodbye to the people I worked with. They were a rather unpleasant bunch, very secretive and envious of other people's salaries, which was silly, really, because it's not as if any of us were earning very much. I was sad to lose the main perk of the job, though, which was free drinks and snacks every day. The cost of food shopping really does add up and takes a good chunk out of my pension. Still, it's worth it to be able to see my grandchildren.
4. You hear two people talking about jobs.
There are 2 jobs here in the paper I'm thinking of applying for. This building company wants a full-time electrician, but if I take that, I'll never be able to finish the work I'm doing on my daughter's house.
Are you thinking of just getting a part-time job then?
Well, maybe yes. There's one here that's 30 hours a week, which would be ideal, but I'm not sure I could live on the amount I'd earn from that. If I took the full-time one, my wages would be much higher.
Well, of course. And the part-time one's miles away, look. You'd take forever to get there and back.
5. You hear a woman talking.
I love my job. I look after old people in a nursing home. It's true that by the end of each day I can hardly move because I'm so tired. But I don't really mind because I know I'm helping people. My cousin earns twice what I do. She's a top lawyer. But if I had to cope with as much stress as her, I'd probably quit my job after a few weeks. My job's quite fun, really. Sometimes I feel a bit sorry for the old people, but the good thing is we're making their lives as good as we possibly can, so it's a happy place, really.
6. You hear a student talking.
I was very disappointed when I finished school because I didn't do well enough to get into Oxford University, where I'd always hoped to go. Most of my friends are there, so at first I felt like a failure compared to them. However, I chose a course at a well-respected business school instead, so that when I leave, I'll hopefully be equipped to become a top businessman and make a fortune. That should impress the Oxford guys, even if it's not exactly what Mum and Dad had in mind for me. If I start making big profits in a few years, though, I'm sure they won't be complaining.
7. You hear a woman talking.
I've been working at this advertising agency for over 6 months, but if nothing changes, I won't be staying here much longer. I took the job because I wanted to work my way up into a much more senior position. I'm very ambitious, you see. I'm determined that if I work really, really hard, I can be very successful and maybe even own my own company one day. But here they don't care about helping you to develop your career, and I'll just be stuck in this boring, dead-end office assistant job forever. It's a shame, because it's a fantastic company, but I'm going nowhere. Time to move on.
Yes, students, just now you listened to people talking in 7 different situations. Let's go through the answers. Number 1, you hear a man talking about his situation. How does he feel? Regretful, hopeful, satisfied. So answer is regretful. You hear 2 people talking about a job interview. What is the woman worried about? She hasn't got the right qualifications for the job. She won't do well at the interview. She hasn't got enough experience. So answer is C. Number 3, you hear a woman talking. What does she miss about her job? Her colleagues, the benefits, her salary. Answer is B. You hear 2 people talking about jobs. Why isn't the man keen on the full-time job? He won't have time to do other things. It's too far away. The wages are not good enough. Answer is A. You hear a woman talking. How does she feel about her job? It's exhausting, it's stressful, it's upsetting. So answer is A. You hear a student talking. Why did he choose this particular course? A. To fulfill an ambition. B. To follow the wishes of his parents. C. To learn how to make money. So answer is C. 7. You hear a woman talking. Why is she dissatisfied with her current job? A. The work is too hard. There is no opportunity for promotion. C. The company is boring. Answer is B. Students, we have reached the end of our lesson for today. Do remember that there is another part, which is part 2 of this unit. If you think that this video is helpful for you, do subscribe to my channel. It is called Educator Omni Tip. So that is my channel. Thank you and see you in another lesson. Signing off, I'm Madam Gan. Bye!